HMAS Sirius, O266, formerly MT Delos, is a commercial tanker purchased by the Royal Australian Navy and converted into a fleet replenishment vessel to replace HMAS Westralia. Launched in South Korea on 2004, and converted in Western Australia, Sirius was commissioned in 2006, 3 years before a purpose-built vessel would have, and at half the cost. The tanker is expected to remain in service until the 2020s. Construction and acquisition. Delos was built at Hyundai Mipo Dockyard in South Korea. Another 5 ships were built to the same design, all for civilian service. She was launched on April 12, 2004, and was purchased by the Australian government on June 3, 2004, with the intention of modifying her as a replacement for HMAS Westralia. Delos was leased for operation as an oil tanker until September 2005, then was taken up by Tenix Defence, which had been awarded the $60 million conversion contract on March 15, 2005, for conversion into a replenishment vessel, which was completed 5 weeks ahead of schedule. Sirius was commissioned into the RAN on September 16, 2006, in a ceremony that included Westralia's decommissioning. While HMAS Sirius is the first ship of this name to serve as part of the RAN, she is named after HMS Sirius, the flagship of the first fleet of British convicts sent to Australia in 1788. Sirius has a full load displacement of 46,775 tons, is 191.3 meters, 628 feet, in length, with a beam of 32 meters, 105 feet, and a draft of 11 meters, 36 feet. Propulsion machinery consists of a single propeller shaft driven by a single Hyundai B&W SIXS50MC diesel, supplemented by a bow thruster. Top speed is 16.5 knots, 30.6 km per hour, 19.0 miles per hour, and the ship has a range of 16,000 nautical miles, 30,000 kilometers, 18,000 miles, at 14 knots, 26 km per hour, 16 miles per hour. Sirius can carry up to 34,806 cubic meters, 1,229,200 cu-foot, of fuel, including 5,486 cubic meters, 193,700 cu-foot, of helicopter aviation fuel, plus 240 tons of dry stores carried in a container deck designed for 12 20-foot, 6.1 m, intermodal containers. Modifications by Tenix included the fitting of 2 replenishment points, one on each side, allowing the underway replenishment of 2 ships simultaneously, installation of a helicopter deck aft of the superstructure, fitting of the container deck, addition of 2 70-man lifeboats and 2 RHIBs, the latter sourced from Westralia, and modification of the internal layout and equipment to bring it to naval standards. Sirius is armed with 5 12.7 mm machine guns for self-defense. The ship's company includes 8 officers and 46 sailors. Originally, the RAN planned to have a ship specially constructed for the role. The decision to instead purchase an under-construction civilian tanker and modify her for military service allowed Sirius to enter service 3 years before originally planned, at half the acquisition project's planned cost. Operational history. On the morning of March 13, 2009, Sirius was one of 17 warships involved in a ceremonial fleet entry and fleet review in Sydney Harbour, the largest collection of RAN ships since the Australian bicentenary in 1988. Sirius did not participate in the fleet entry, but was anchored in the harbour for the review. In 2010, Sirius was approved to carry and deploy boarding parties. This capability was tested during exercise Kakadu-10, along with the ship's first ever dual replenishment. Sirius was forced to turn back en route to the RIMPAC 2010 exercise in Hawaii due to problems with her engine, and did not participate in the exercise as a result. The tanker completed a 6-month maintenance period in Sydney on September 16, 2014. She spent 5 months of this period out of the water in the Captain Cook graving dock. End of service. Sirius was originally expected to remain in service for approximately 15 years. In 2012, the ship was predicted to remain in service until the early 2020s. The 2013 Defense White Paper stated that the replacement of Sirius and HMAS Success would be brought forward, as well as building replacement vessels, either in Australia, overseas, or a combination. Leasing existing vessels was also to be considered. In June 2014, the Minister for Defense announced that 2 companies had been invited to a restricted tender competition. Spanish shipbuilder Nava NTIA is offering the Cantabria design, while South Korea's DSME is proposing the downsized Aguirre variant of the Tide-class tanker. The 20,000 plus ton ships will be built overseas, as they will be too large to build in Australian shipyards. Australia considered the design for their replacement tankers, with Nava NTIA competing against the Aguirre variant of the Tide-class tanker built by South Korea's DSME in a restricted tender competition. Navantia's proposal based on Cantabria was announced as the successful design in the Australian tender in March 2016, with an expected in-service date for the first of 2 vessels of late 2019. Name: Sirius. Namesake: HMS Sirius of the First Fleet. Builder: Hyundai Mipo Dockyard. Launched April 12, 2004. Acquired June 3, 2004. Commissioned September 16, 2006. Renamed MT Delos during construction. Motto: to serve and provide. Status: active as of 2016. General characteristics. Type: fleet replenishment vessel. Displacement: 46,755 tons, full load. Length: 191.3 meters, 628 feet. Beam: 32 m, 105 feet. Draft: 11 m, 36 feet. Propulsion: 1 times Hyundai B&W6S 50 MC, 1 times shaft. Speed: 16.5 knots, 30.6 km per hour, 19.0 miles per hour. Range: 16,000 nautical miles, 30,000 km, 18,000 miles, at 14 knots, 26 km per hour, 16 miles per hour. Capacity: 34,806 cubic meters, 1,229,200 cu-foot, of fuel, including 5,486 cubic meters, 193,700 cu-foot, aviation fuel. 240 tons dry stores. Complement: 8 officers, 46 sailors. Armament: 5x 12.7 mm machine guns. Aviation facilities: helicopter deck, no hangar facilities.
Please subscribe and thanks for watching.